You ever look back at your life and thought, Christ, what a total git. Yeah. I've had more reason than many to think that. Started when I was 6. I used to nick the yogurts the milkman left on our neighbours' doorsteps. I didn't even like yogurt. Then when I was 9, I broke in one of them show homes at the Barrett's housing estates, half-inched everything that wasn't nailed down. Can't say there were too many lads round our way that had a Pierrot-style puppet doll hanging from their bedroom ceiling, but once I nicked the stupid thing, I didn't know what else to do with it. Now, you could say, Kenny, why'd you bother nicking it? But, like I said, everything that wasn't nailed down. Actually, my juvenile delinquency was a bit on the early side. Apparently, I used to nick the dummy right out of my little brother's gob. What made me see sense was a spell on Feltham Young Offenders. It gave me a really decent probation officer and gave me such a glowing reference that I managed to get myself a job as a caretaker at a local GP surgery. Ended up as office manager. Now, I got chatting to this new doctor a while back now, and turns out we're from the same neck of the woods. You know, and he's telling me about the time he remembers when some kids broke in the school and burnt down the science lab, and I thought to myself, shit, that was me. I mean, when this really decent bloke is a doctor and he's talking to you like you're no different to him, and he's from the same area, same background, same age and all that, makes you realise, like, well, put it this way, I've never felt more ashamed or more humbled in my entire life. You know, humbled because he finished with, I don't blame him. You know, kids round my way had sod all. I was one of the lucky ones. I mean, he was going to be a doctor. We burnt down the place where he was going to do all his learning and stuff, and he didn't blame us. And no hard feelings and all that. It's just something about a person, isn't it? Yeah, that's me all over that. Dodgy geezer, you know. I've had it all my life. Watch out for Kenny, he's a charming bar steward, but a bit dodge. It makes me laugh when I tell him he used to be an altar boy. Oh yeah, seriously, yeah. 8 years old, lacy cassock and all that, poncing about with a gold candlestick and a little bell. Christ, I used to wet myself with nerves when I jingled that flaming bell at the wrong time. Mind you, I never once nicked a single penny out of the collection plate. Communion wafers, absolutely. Scoffing Mr. Whippy, but something about that was always a step too far, you know, even for me. It's all bollocks though, isn't it? That Catholic nonsense. Oh yeah, we were brainwashed something rotten at primary school. Well, I wasn't, because I didn't let tape, but most of the other kids were. No, I just didn't buy it though. As soon as they fed us some codswallop about that Burke Noah rounding up 2 of every animal and sticking them on a boat, I knew there was something very fishy going on there. No, I put my hand up. All polite like, no. Excuse me, miss, but it's not really true, is it? That's just something we get told, so we'll be good and not make God angry. This hatchet-faced old bat of a nun went absolutely apeshit. Started ranting and raving about how I must take seriously what's written in the Bible. I must believe in the word of the one true God. On and on she went. Us kids just sat there, you know, gobsmacked. I knew what it was about. No, I figured why she was so angry, because she believed in it. You know, sincerely too. And she honestly thought I was just being this snot-nosed little toe rag who was just winding her up, but I wasn't though. I was asking her a genuine question because it didn't make sense to me. She totally bought it though. They all did. I didn't know the word brainwashed back then, but as soon as I learned it, I knew that's what it was about. And I stopped believing in God after that penguin rang. No, she did me a favour really. Throwing her toys around like that. Helped me see the light, you know. Like Road to Damascus, but in reverse. But, no, probation officer was dead impressed by that. You know, the whole prepubescent atheist thing. She said it was really unusual for a kid that age to have worked it out themselves, you know, to not just blindly accept everything that was taught to them about religion when, you know, it didn't ring true for them. I mean, she didn't start questioning it till she was 18. She's a bright woman and all. You know, a friend now too, since I'm not a client of hers anymore. But yeah, I never go to churches now, I swear. Not even for funerals, I wait outside. That's for weddings. Well, top-notch excuse not to go to the bleeding things. What about my own wedding, right? Well, it wasn't too long ago I never thought I'd have to face the prospect of getting married in a church, but then what do they go and do? Go and legalise same-sex marriage. And I got the old ball and chain looking at me with them puppy dog eyes, and you just know what he's thinking. But yeah. Maybe I would darken the door of a church if he really wanted me to, but it's not likely. All I can say is thank Christ his family's Hindu. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I landed that doctor. Yeah, the one whose science lab we burned down, yeah. Yeah, I told them all. I had to, really. I mean, how was I supposed to face them every day knowing how my actions had personally affected them all those years ago? It was still early days when I confessed and asked him, you know, feeling more worthless and useless than I ever had in my fairly useless existence, if he would please forgive me. I was already mad about him, willing to do whatever I could so as I could prove how sorry I was, but no, he just smiled. Said the fact that I cared enough to tell him was all he needed. You think that happy? I made this beautiful man happy just by being honest about what little shit I was when I was a kid. But yeah. Yeah, I suppose what I really want to say is never keep the truth from the people you love. Always question anything that's told to you by a sodding penguin.